clicks, and yet you're always gonna be a little bitch.
Now I'm finished as planned. It was just 3 minutes, so it wasn't that bad, but I got one question to ask you, bro. Did it feel good, though?
iTunes and Spotify.
Listen, not everything ages gracefully. You know what I'm saying? I should have given you guys a trigger warning for that, dude. Okay, I'll admit it. That last part, trigger warning for mega cringe 2017 internet. And yes, I'm making a joke. I don't mean it seriously. Like I'm devaluing trigger warnings by making a joke about them. A trigger warning rap. Kind of wild how the internet has changed so dramatically in such a short period of time, at least like the circles that exist now. Like back then there was absolutely no fucking area, like no area, no space whatsoever to like even have foster a left leaning, left adjacent, leftist discussion. This is why I can't shit on the Minecraft stands too much. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Maybe we should have weekly 2017 YouTube viewings to desensitize a bit. Yeah. Oh, the thing I was going to say about the fucking trigger warning stuff is that like the hilarious part about trigger warnings for the most part is that like it doesn't even fucking get people to not watch. More often than not, it literally causes more people to watch because they're like, oh, I wonder what kind of crazy thing he's going to be looking at. So like that's the other reason. Like you didn't leave after you saw that. Your day wasn't fucking ruined after you saw that or you heard some shit. You just, wanted to complain about not having a trigger warning and then wanted to find an opportunity where you could be like, I'm right and you're wrong. Wasn't YouTube still in the anti-SJW era? Oh, 100%, dude. It's not about them leaving or not. It's about them being prepared for what they're about to see. I'm sorry. I know that's what it's for, but there's a follow-up part too. I know that's what trigger warnings are for, but it's so ridiculous. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I need to prepare my ears to hear the R word or the F word is like. You should stop digging. You're not dream. What? Fuck does that mean? This was after Trump was elected, so it's not surprising? Question mark. Because you're the best perspective on this. Clearly, white people always swear yeah, he sucks just as much. Wait. I mean, I don't know if this person is white, but you are white posting pretty hard right now, so you probably are white. You are behaving extremely white. And I bet half the shop probably used plenty of slurs like that on watching people in 2017. Yeah. Content deputy AJP.
What we do.
The Asian joke was a meta joke. Rice Gum said iDubbbz would make fun of him being Asian. Yeah, I kind of got that. Being uncomfortable is not PTSD.
Nobody.
Dude, this house is sick as fuck. Is this the offline TV house? What a banger. Bro, these are some Jack Manifold ass fingers, dude. Look at these. Oh my god. Those are some straight Jack Manifold fingers right there, dude. Look at this. Oh my lord. Trigger warning, wealth. Broden is taller than you, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Was COVID created in a lab? Here's what we know.
Official.
Includes paid promotion. The motherfuckers send me like videos with like, see, look. They send me videos and in the link it already has a timestamp and then I click on it. Let me guess. I bet chat's gonna say pre-watched. Are you ready? I clicked on a clip where it already has the timestamp on it. Let's see. Pre-watcher. You are so predictable. You are the most predictable chat in America, dude. Perhaps in the universe. Yeah, I just pre-watched chat, motherfucker. I don't know why, if you'll see this, but you only notice me when I'm mean or cringy, but I really appreciate you and your community. You've shown me I'm not crazy for the political beliefs. You show me a lot. Keep on killing it, King. Aw, thank you, Darth Jelly. That was very nice. I wish there were more chatters that says stuff like that. Instead of... Rice Gum followed up. Do you really want me to watch fucking Rice Gum's follow-up to that, dude? I feel like that's going to be... I have to pee really bad. There's a part 2 here. We'll watch this.
Here, let's go back.
Ugh. The amount of mayonnaise in that is a fucking trigger warning worthy. I don't know if you read this, but it means a lot to me, the representation. I too am a horny man with a very small head, and I felt bullied and out of place my whole life. You fucking asshole. Fuck you, dude. Too much man. I have to pee. I'll be back. You might say the M-word and F-word fucking trigger warning, okay? It's an old-ass video.
Ask you, bro. Did it feel good, though?
Fucking, I want to savor it, but it's cool. After smashing you, I'll send you some money. You're a rapper who doesn't result you with birds. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Content Deputy. I didn't know if I was going to have to make this video or not. Turns out I don't have to. I recorded some footage in anticipation of taking a massive L, but it was a big W. That being said, I'm going to go through the video point by point and just sort of give my take on it.
In the video, he portrays me as like this money hungry. I only care about money. I only care about fame and myself.
No, I don't portray you that way. You portray yourself that way. That's why I used video clips of you portraying yourself that way.
Since he made a diss track, I mean, that's kind of what I started and, you know, kind of what I do. He kind of like stole that.
You didn't start diss tracks. If you want to make the claim that you popularized them, that's perfectly legitimate.
He just really went hard and you just gotta give him props for it.
Well, I don't want your props. You can shove your props straight up your ice hole because I think you're a garbage human being and I want nothing to do with you.
Boy, he raped you? No, but did it feel good though?
So he made sure to put this at the start of the video so everyone sees it, right?
Of course I did. Why wouldn't I? You're acting as if this is some Logan Paul feud. I'm not here to be friends with you, okay? I'm here to explain why you're worthy of criticism.
But out of everyone, Idub should not be the one calling me out for it.
Rape is good.
Like, I know I fucked up, but like, Idub's really, out of everyone to call me out, this guy calls me out.
Well, you have some pretty horrible comprehension because I was hardly calling you out for it. I used it as a point to illustrate that you can be criticized for it. I didn't say that I'm morally superior to you, because it seems like he has this disregard for what he can be criticized for.
What would he say?
And I just want to spell it out. Hey, dumbass, you did something stupid in the past. You can be criticized for it.
If she's not mad, why are you guys mad? But anyways, I guess sorry isn't enough. I mean, I guess I really fucked up.
In this video, you're hyper-focused on the idea that people aren't forgiving you, even though you've apologized, and she's clearly not mad at you, and you've done all you can to prove.
I'm actually surprised. The person that he talked to like that, the person he talked to like that, accepted his apology and like they made amends. Really?
Prove that there's no bad blood between you two.
Aiden says, heard you were talking shit, bruv, governor. She did a little bit more than that. Wait for it. Pepela, yes, he paid her. Wait, what? They're friends. They made a video together too. That's crazy. That is legitimately surprising.
And that's fine. That's a good first step. You kind of have to show that you've changed. But what you've done in this video is you've shown that you have not changed at all.
I feel bad because, not to just you though, just to all the rape victims out there, and just like, it wasn't funny, you know what I mean?
No, you didn't.
I'm sorry.
I know you.
I'm gonna go back. Could I kiss you back? Why'd you...
I mean...
Did it feel good? That was by far the worst acting performance I've seen in my life. Bro, that was so pathetic. Like, you could have tried a second time and maybe, put a little bit more emotion on it.
Nice, nice. Forget about the apology. You figured it out.
Idubs has jokes too where his viewers know that he's joking.
Oh, it's a single piece of paper that says nigger faggot. Another piece of paper that says nigger faggot.
Okay, we're gonna skip through some of this if this continues. Okay. As a 2-for-1, not a good moment. Not a good moment at all. That is a designated certified iDubbbz moment. Trigger warning / 2017 content. I already said it. I already said that he's gonna say fucking slurs and shit. Delete the VOD. Shut the fuck up, chat. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. We watch white supremacists say the literal N-word on the stream in an educational context. Like, is he gonna say it more? Of course, Pepela. If you skip a couple minutes, you should be good. Okay, I'm trying to see.
I never made by showing clips of your black friends react.
Well, where are the pre-watch frogs now? Play the vid and play the vid and tell chat not to tell the chat to grow up. It's not about that. He can't be just like fucking dropping it loosely, okay? If it's in the video every now and then that's one thing. But if he's just like constantly fucking, if it's like a string of it, like it's a little too much, okay? Nerd City also made a video about rice gum. I don't remember if it says Idgy. Why can't I read right now?
job, dude. You won the argument that I never made by showing clips of your black friends reacting to me saying the word nigger.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
Why is he confuses you with big words? I find this pretty ironic that your friend and someone that was in the video roasting me is someone that does it more than anyone on YouTube. So if you're gonna call anyone out on it, call out PewDiePie.
This isn't Content Cop PewDiePie. What's wrong with you? Yes, if I were to make a Content Cop on PewDiePie, I'd mention how he stretches all of his videos out to 10 minutes. I'd mention how he litters his videos with ads. There's things to criticize PewDiePie on. But guess what? He's not nearly as much of a fucking douchebag.
I'm like now worried that he's gonna say slurs like nonstop. I'm literally jumping out because I'm worried that he's gonna fucking say slurs nonstop. You already eaten? No, I haven't eaten yet. I'm starving. I'm gonna go to the murder content after this, which is iDubbbz not looking too hot anymore. I mean, there's a reason why I didn't really watch any iDubbbz shit, because I only fucking knew about him as the white dude who looks like a school shooter who said the N-word. I think he's like changed a lot since then. But I feel like a lot of people have actually changed since 2016, 2017. Shit, haha, he does have the school shooter vibe. That didn't change. He still has a school shooter vibe, but I mean, it's edgy teenager humor, but at least he's self-aware. The funny thing is, like, here you want to know the funny thing about iDubbbz from what I understand? If he didn't have that, like, I need to be able to say everything mentality, like, I need to be able to say it mentality, which is, unfortunately, something that a lot of white teenagers share, he would otherwise be, like, a very solid content creator whose body of work would stand the test of time, and it still kind of does with those exceptions. It's so strange that he seems... It's so strange that he seems so justifying racist, weird champ. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that at all. He convinced a lot of people that it was chill to say the N-word and the F-word. No, I know. I think it was mostly just the climate of the times, right? You can't produce a video on YouTube and not have this outright bend to it. No, it was like there was a lot of content creators who otherwise would have been like relatively progressive or actually progressive. His viewers sent those papers in the PO box and he was making fun of saying the N-word for comedy there, but I think that he did that kind of stuff before. Yeah. So it is like, he was pretty outspoken about supporting sex work after his girlfriend made it OnlyFans. He was called a simp and lost a lot of his audience. His content moved from filming squirrels in his backyard. Yes, I'm serious. He's changed a lot. He's trying to move on from his cringy racist past. No, I know. Bro, half the fucking chat used to be fans of iDubbbz and probably way more edgy shit, okay? I know. A lot changes over the course of a year, especially in your more formative years, especially when you're like, 16, 17, 18, 20. These are like 19 as well. These are years where you like a single fucking 365-day period can dramatically change your life. So many of you changed your entire worldview because of COVID. So, like, I know it would be very hypocritical of me if I fucking constantly held people accountable for things that I know about them or things that I know that they've done in the past. But yes, you are correct. Where is it? I don't get why people in chat are so upset hearing stuff like this. We should be happy that this behavior is no longer tolerated in public spaces. Yeah. When I see stuff like this, I think of, one, a lot of these content creators, including even like Ethan Klein, who have changed dramatically. Like their worldview has changed dramatically. So I get excited when I think about that. And I also get excited that like this kind of shit is completely unacceptable. And it wasn't unacceptable for me back then as well, even though I was certainly more edgy as well, but never to this degree. Or I guess not really. I can't even consider myself edgy in comparison to this stuff. So it literally does not count. But it's yeah, it gives me comfort a little bit and makes me feel happy that it's the internet is no longer as tolerant to intolerance as it once was, where people would literally wear it like a badge of honor. You know what I mean? Back in the day, people used to say it just to like be like, I'm edgy and I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you for even crying about it or anything like that. Bro, it's 2017 law. If you think Twitch and YouTube and a lot of these content spaces have not dramatically changed since 2017, you are literally out of your fucking mind. There are massive communities on the internet that are so tolerant that they fucking come in here and yell at me. Okay, they've went way past where I'm at with tolerance and shit like that. In only a matter of 4 years, too. All right, let's keep going.
Is you. A lot of people seem to think this was your best point in the video, but I couldn't disagree more. This was a fucking terrible point. I mean, it's tantamount to me saying, hey, by the way, dude, your friend Tana that you vlog, she said the word nigger.
Guy who proudly says the N-word. Relevant Gabby Show, another
Okay, I think I did a good enough job censoring that part.
pretty irrelevant YouTuber. Damn, I guess I do say that word a lot. I mean, I guess I'll learn some new words.
No, the reason I showed you all those clips of you saying irrelevant was to show how much of a hypocrite you were being. If I actually wanted to show you that you needed to learn new words, then I would have shown you this.
That shit got so much dislikes.
That shit got so many dislikes.
Let's watch his most popularist video.
No. No on every account. Popularist is a person who advocates popularism.
What is he representing into the video?
You can't even use the excuse that this is Ebonics. This is not Ebonics. This is more syllables than Ebonics. You're making it harder on yourself.
Why should I correct a child that says ambulance or sandwich?
Well, I guess
You gonna tell me that's not racist? Chatters that are like, dude, that's not racist. That's racist as fuck. Okay, that is straight up. That's like damn near up there with saying the N-word. Okay, what that little bit right there, up there with just straight saying it. It's basically taking a long way. Why are you throwing up question marks? He's saying that, like, when did people start calling it AAVE instead of the word he used, Ebonics? It's not just that he said Ebonics. He just said he's using a clip to say, like, you know, African American vernacular is broken English and bad. And that, you know, black people don't want to correct their children if they're saying things incorrectly. I don't believe so. What? Because your white basement only frog audience thinks this shit is base as fuck, bro. It's not true. Kind of a reach, in my opinion. I think it's the opposite. He's calling out Rice Gum for essentially making a caricature of AAVE. If you're saying it's bad, Rice Gum speaks like that, why would you think that? Why would you think that would apply to black people who speak like that, chat? Because he's talking about Ebonics. He's not just talking about, like, he's saying Ebonics, referencing an antiquated way of saying African American vernacular English, AAVE. That is now, I feel like, something that you hear old people say, like colored. Okay? And yes, he said it's too many syllables for it to be Ebonics, implying that black people are illiterate. That is the butt of the joke there. He said you're not even using Ebonics, which would be shorter. We were so lucky. Hasanabi was too busy selling ads for TYT and fucking bitches every night to be making internet content every day back then. I was making internet content every day back then. You, my friend, RTBA, were probably on the opposing side of my worldview. Why did you say it then? Why didn't you say that then?
I guess that accumulated a lot of haters.
Accumulated? Why aren't we hearing these made-up words in your songs?
DM after DM, you was trying to take me on a date. No vlog, stop representing a fucking wave. They used to hate, tell me that I was most popular. Look at me now, I've even accumulated foreign cars. Which one, bitch, I cannot pick one. He said it's the Rari or the Range or the big one.
Deus Ex, Human Defiance.
Is he gonna fucking say the N-word again?
8-bit.
Is Items deleting his videos, hiding something from us because he's insecure about his old videos?
In this section, he brings up my old videos, and it really pisses me off because he makes me look cute and adorable, but that's not what I am. I'm a tough, edgy guy.
Instantly, what you thought when you saw old iDubbbz? I mean, dude, yeah, he's got the fucking buzz cut and everything now.
But his main point is that people's content change with their personality, and to that I agree. Which is why I made a content cop on him in the first place.
You wish there was a trigger warning now? No, I don't give a fuck about him, like, saying the N-word, you dumbasses, okay? I care about it right now when I'm, like, watching it on Twitch. If it's so liberal, the usage of the N-word in this circumstance, if it's so fucking liberal that, like, I'm white, motherfucker. I'm white, okay? It's not a triggering concept for me. I have a privilege. You know this. You understand this, okay? Dumbasses. It's just that if he's consistently using it over and over again, then it might go beyond like the oopsie, it was an accident, to like, okay, this is like way too much for the platform and get in trouble. You say frog all the time instead of the F word, so how is that? Now that I have your attention, I want to love your stream and help you distract me from my daily anxiety. Thank you. But blood doesn't trigger you, though? Yeah, it doesn't. But the problem is, the reason why I pre-scan all this shit is because Twitch will ban me for it, okay? I don't care. I don't care about the other stuff, okay? Twitch won't ban me for running an ad at the top of the hour, but I still do it regardless, okay? Because it is a contractual obligation. It's coming right now. So trigger warning for that, bitches. How about that? Yeah, that's what I thought. If you'd like to no longer see the ads, all you need to do is subscribe, dude. For $5, or for free with a Twitch Prime, or you can use an ad block or a VPN. Okay, tidy whitey. I mean, yeah, go ahead. Call me male monkey, bro. See if I fucking care, okay? Oh no, white genocide. No, he said white genocide. I'm so sad. Oh no. He's using a mean word. He said cracker. Okay, here's the ad break now. Oh no. Ad block don't work for Twitch anymore. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I regret posting. I like your content and I'm sorry. Being Turkish is sick because you get to both be called a sand monkey and a male monkey at the same time. Oftentimes by two entirely different parts of the political spectrum. That's what we call diversity? Absolutely.
Place. You said that you had high school humor.
The point I'm trying to make is 2 years ago, I had that high school humor. I was young. I was just making stupid jokes.
And what I'm proposing to you is that your humor has not changed very much at all in the span of 2 years.
Someone has to say it, but like, what is that? What is this, Vicky? I'm sorry, guys. Someone has to say it. And there was that one grandma in the wheelchair. She really liked chocolate, whatever. They kind of look alike.
Yeah, I can't say it looks like the humor's that different from 2 years ago.
Drinking any bad bitches jumping in the pool and I ain't got on no bra.
I've apologized for this. I've done all that I could do. I don't know what more you guys want me to do. So let's just throw these skits throughout the video that make me look like a piece of shit.
How are you gonna tell me who I am as a person? As if you know me. Get off of my dick. All my videos are jokes. I don't know how he's gonna tell me what my videos are or aren't. There has been so many lies surrounding my name. If you guys haven't heard, the Gabby Show came out and said that I hit her. Like these names right here, I'm sorry if I'm calling you out.
You cannot at all win the argument that all of your videos are jokes. So stop doubling down on this completely idiotic statement.
But bro, there's a difference, alright? Like coming up to someone and filming them and then, me being like, yo, could you not? And they keep going. It's completely different from me 2 years ago, live.
The girl he talked to about like, did it feel good? And that he said that to, that was a rape victim. He then hired to do a video with. And in the video, he like acts as though he's actually sad, but he's very clearly faking it. And then even makes fun of himself for not even doing a good enough job faking it. Pretty fucking insane, dude. I don't even know. He made her pole dance. I mean, at that point, he's just like, he's hiring a sex worker. I don't have a problem with like doing that. I mean, he definitely did it just to be like, he definitely did it to be like, look, you can, she's a stripper now as well. So no, she was a stripper back then as well, I think. That part making fun of him was edited in by Ian. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Live streaming and someone asked me, am I live? And I'm just like, no.
His point here is entirely moot because he gets it wrong from the get-go because he's talking about consent, whereas a good portion of my video is actually talking about filming girls without their knowledge. Consent isn't even part of the equation when you completely rob them of the question. Can I film you? Yes or no?
However, Idols actually knows a lot about filming people without consent.
Let's see what my monthly earnings are. Oh, over a fucking million? Hell yeah.
As if me filming you at VidCon while you're checking your Social Blade numbers is at all comparable to you,
N-word warning again?
breaking someone's phone because they were Snapchatting you, or you lying to girls on your stream.
Yo, Rice. What? Are you really criticizing me for making a parody? I was gonna explain my lyrics regardless.
No. You see, a parody might...
You see how Rice Gum took something from you out of context and said that if you don't want to call the cops ever, and that you said if a woman was raped, you should never call the cops? Yeah, I think Rice Gum is probably the only person dumber than the members of the community that fucking spread that shit around, despite the fact that I've like literally gotten them to admit that they were completely taking that out of context, and that's not what I believe in. So, you know, have fun with that, I think.
Might involve some comedy in there somewhere. This was completely devoid of comedy.
There's a ton of YouTubers nowadays just trying to rap. They need to stop.
I was being a pompous asshole character, like all these people in the Genius videos.
The video in the lead, the video with the most views at the time was something about the Ariana Grande thing. I kind of just forgot about it, and I really didn't get any tweets. You know, after 2 weeks, no one really brought it up, and I just went on with my life. That 10K might come in handy 20 years down the line. And I know there's gonna be that one guy like, oh my God, Rice, what the? Give someone 10K, Boy, you didn't even do the challenge.
You see, when you run a giveaway, as soon as you promise an amount of money like I'm giving away 10 grand, that money is no longer yours, okay? You have already come to terms with I'm giving this money away. You don't need to give it to Colossal, even though he is the rightful winner. You don't need to give it to the person who clickbaited the Manchester bombing video. What you absolutely need to do is donate it to charity. So I've included 2 links down below, one to the Manchester Bombing Fund and one to the most recent Las Vegas shooting. So I think both of those are very appropriate, whichever one you happen to choose. Show some sort of verification on Twitter. Don't make a fucking video about it.
I'm sick of this, man. All this ghostwriter stuff was allegations. Like, there were no proof of... Like, people keep trying to take away credit from me.
It wasn't just him sending me shit. Like, I was sending bars, he was sending bars back and forth. I just want someone to look over and help me. Like, I feel like it would be a better song that way type shit. I mean, I dropped a lot of, like, diss tracks, so he got compensated for his time.
I saw Idubbbz do this where he filmed himself, like, writing the song, and I mean, it's a good idea. I mean, it could clear up all the ghostwriter stuff. You're a stalker, Ian. You think about me every night. You're obviously white, but you might as well be Asian because you're obsessed with rice.
Yeah, that's sure to clear up the allegations, doing a satirical montage of lyric writing.
This guy is literally in love with me. He is obsessed with me. Get off of my dick, bruh.
He's in love with me. He's obsessed with me. Get off my dick, bruh. You hear that, guys? That's the battle cry of someone who just lost. Leafy made a better response than this, without a fucking doubt. Jesus Christ. This is going to be my last response on this topic, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I will now leave you guys with the conclusion to the Hype Beast saga.
What's he gonna do now? Why'd you say Pepe La L?
In a mansion, try to hold me back, but I keep on advancing when I'm looking at his hand. That shit's so gigantic. I'm coming still, bitch, my pockets fill 100 bills. I'm in the hills, bitch, my soul just did 100 mil. They're telling me to stop flexing, but I'm standing still. I read it up all of a sudden, bitches wanna chill. Hey, you done closed out your little cage. You gotta know, but I can tell that you a little gay. Somebody stop the school shooter, he'll look filled with rage. Speak up my name, little bitch, I put you in the grave. In the grave, I see stars like I'm KO. Bitches chase me, I don't got no time to chase.
He said he looks like a school shooter.
For the song I was gonna make.
Hey, at least we now know there is rap out there that sounds worse than Whole Lotta Red. So I just wanted to say that to just really fucking just trigger people. More disturbing than your murder reacts. Worst take ever, ban me. You're white, shut up. Okay, dude. All right, I'm done with this, dude. Fucking Jesus Christ. All right, it's time for murder, dude. That was a colossal waste of time, honestly. There's a YouTube murderer, Randy Stair. I don't know what the deal is with this guy. I'm a little worried. I don't know how much fucking blood is in this. You needed to finish? No, I don't care. I don't want to watch it. I'm done. I want to watch. Sent 1,600 texts. Barely sociable. Sent 160,000 text messages to our ex-boyfriend.
Seeing that our lives can be quite micromanaged with our phones in this day and age.
What the fuck is this? How to keep a cult obedient? David Dobrik? The cult of David Dobrik? What the fuck is this, dude? What? This is crazy. Dude, there's some shit out here, dude. There's actually good content on the internet. Bro, you missed the best part. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. We do be eating good tonight. That's for sure. Woo! Man. What a time. What a time to be alive when YouTube is definitely different than what it once was like. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. You're Turkish, not white. Playboy Cardi influences your whole style, you 30-year-old male emo boy. Thanks. I don't know if we can watch this because I feel like this is going to have blood in it, no?
It was all there in front of your face, you know. Welcome to reality.
The man you're looking at is 24-year-old YouTuber Randy Stair. He's obsessed with two.
I sent this, and there's no blood that I remember. You fell off? What did he say? I missed it. Someone was talking shit and I missed it. You fell off? The hood listens to Cardi now? That Cardi comment triggered.
Things not often found together, the cartoon Danny Phantom and Columbine. Although this should have raised red flags when Randy's descent into madness went overlooked by those around him, nothing would stand in his way from becoming a mass killer. What's up, Ewu crew? It's the Raven, here to share another shocking, interesting, or just strange but very true story with you. Today's subject is Randy Stair, more popularly remembered as Andrew Blaze. Despite being known by his YouTube pseudonym, I'm going to use his legal name Randy when talking about him, as this is the name that would eventually become infamous. What makes this case uniquely disturbing is the fact that Randy actually videotaped everything, up until the day of his massacre, and left behind a trail of disturbing clues in preparation for his final plan. And although all the signs were there that something was about to go very wrong, Randy's fans either ignored it or didn't take it seriously. But Randy was dead serious, and I'm not exaggerating when I say the motive behind his massacre is the most bizarre I've ever heard. Randy first became interested in YouTube in 2008, eventually creating a channel called Pioneer Productions. At first, his content seemed pretty normal. He created.
Listen, all I'm going to say is maybe if iDubbbz didn't constantly say the N-word, this is what his outcome could have been like. But you don't think about that, okay? Think about it. He channeled all of his energy into that. Now, that's what is known as a joke. For those of you who don't understand, I'm using humor here to lighten the mood on a very serious subject. Obviously, what iDubbbz was doing was unacceptable, but the butt of the joke there is that he also looks like a school shooter and had those tendencies, but didn't luckily come out that way. So that's I think that was pretty good. So I just wanted to, point that out and explain the joke every single time in an effort not to frustrate you because, as you know, as everybody knows, leftists are never allowed to have fun.
Created Let's Plays, filming himself and his reactions as he played video games, and sometimes he'd act out skits with a toy frog and stuffed whale. He rubbed shoulders with some popular creators in YouTube's early days. He was mentioned at one point in a Ray William Johnson video, bragged that Fred supposedly liked one of his videos, and was even friends with Plasma Master Dawn, a YouTuber who recently died and was then allegedly exposed as a sex offender. But as Randy's videos went on, there was a noticeable change. You see, Randy was obsessed with the Nickelodeon cartoon Danny Phantom, which follows the adventures of main character Danny Fenton, who became a human-ghost hybrid after an accident involving the portal between the human world and the ghost zone. This is where Randy first saw the character Ember McLean. She was his first crush, and the moment he laid eyes upon her in his late elementary years, he said he instantly felt something change within him.
Like, if you look on the poster behind me, those were inspired by Ember McLean, which is a ghost from a TV show called Danny Phantom, which started back in 2000.
What the fuck's in the background that it's like censored? Scenes from the show, sex toys, Rule 34. You can't just blast Rule 34, dude. Are you kidding me? No shot. I don't think that he's fucking blasting Rule 34 in the background, dude. It's probably to not get copy striked by Nickelodeon or something. Nickelodeon copyright, right? Yeah, I can see that being the reason.
2004. You know, I was in late elementary school at that time. But this ghost, this woman always connected with me. But ever since I first saw her, something changed. And it wasn't like I grew up or anything like that. Like I realized, oh my gosh, I'm attracted to girls and all this. No, it just, something changed. It was like a spark. And it just connected with me. It made me feel warm inside. And it felt very familiar, which was strange. It was like I'd seen her before.
He said his official Ember phase started in 2010, but later said this obviously wasn't a phase, but a realization. As Randy fell down the rabbit hole of this infatuation, he created his own spin-off characters, also known as OCs, original characters, along with his own animated series based on the show. This series was called Ember's Ghost Squad, obviously inspired by Ember McLean. Randy was so invested in his animated series that he had stickers of his fictional characters on his car. What started out as a seemingly innocent partaking of a fandom was about to turn into something far more disturbing. But in hindsight, perhaps the signs of Randy's dark side were evident in his early years. As a child, Randy was described as shy. He desperately wanted friends and began struggling with thoughts of death in elementary school, fantasizing that he'd board a plane and it would crash so it would be an insta-death. Death was even a reoccurring theme in the games Randy would play as a child, making the childhood videos he'd upload all the more eerie to look back on.
So why don't you do? It's not that easy. I can't suffer, not just me, but all the people who made me suffer. Why do you want to die so much? It's good to be living. No, it's not.
His loneliness would follow him into high school. Though he described having a few friends, he never had a girlfriend or went on a date. It was during this time that Randy seemed to start crying out for help through attention-seeking behavior, such as writing stories in class where the characters would die horrible and gruesome deaths. He couldn't believe his teachers didn't care.
I must have wrote like 4 or 5 stories where the character got killed at the end, and I actually turned these in as assignments, and I never got like any like weird looks from the teacher or anything. She was a nice teacher and everything, really great. Yeah, the teacher never like felt concerned or anything. I just remember not getting any feedback in terms of that, so I don't know what she was thinking, but...
Soon enough, Randy started investing more time into Pioneer Productions, and it wasn't long before YouTube became his passion in life. He eventually decided to dedicate all his time to his channel. It was during this time that Randy seemed to get more and more isolated. He was almost always alone in his videos. Something inside Randy would begin to break in his late high school years as he prepared to enter the real world. He began getting poor grades as he neared graduation, and he hated his job working at the Wise supermarket.
And high school, I was that typical jaded teenager, you know, just don't want to be here, don't want to do anything. I'm bored with my life, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to go. You know, the typical teenage drama you deal with. And
having no clue what he wanted to do with his life, he started to go down a dark path, fantasizing about setting himself on fire like the cartoon character Ember and taking his own life. And something would happen to Randy that would change him forever. One of his brother's friends, Tom, died in a car crash.
Tom Lynch. He was in my brother's grade. He's a grade below me, but I've had a class with him before and whatnot, so I knew him. And he died on his way to school in the morning. Crashed into a tree. Smashed into a tree. Dead on arrival at the hospital. And that was the first time I got messed up. That messed me up.
Though he hadn't known Tom well, he said his death really affected him. His daydreams in class became consumed with either YouTube or death. And his growing fixation on the morbid subject would lead him to start a strange tradition, driving by the location of Tom's death every year on the same day he died.
When I'm not thinking about YouTube or my family or what I love, I'm always thinking about what happens after you die. I want to do everything I possibly can in life before I'm dead. And that's just a scary thought. It's like everything has to end sometime. I'll be dead one day. You'll be dead one day. It's not good to think about stuff like that. I know this is scary stuff, but it is just weird, and I think about it too much.
Randy claimed to be struck by tragedy again after one of his newest friends, Matt, also suddenly died in a car accident. He wrote in his journal, "Tom's death sucked the life out of me. Matt's death killed me."
Doesn't matter what you do, you're gonna die. You'll end up dead one day. It's like right now. Someone right now is going to sleep. They're gonna wake up tomorrow and be dead. Someone's gonna die tomorrow that just went to sleep. And they don't know that. They're gonna go to sleep now, wake up tomorrow, go into the world, and they're gonna die somehow. Car accident, heart attack, some other supernatural force or whatever. Yeah, just... I think about that a lot too, which is weird. I think about death a lot. And I take no shame in thinking about dying a lot, but I seriously do think about death all the time, and it's not a good thing. Death is not fun to think about. In a way, it's like an escape. For me, it is.
Not long after, Randy himself ended up getting into a car accident, and it was like this event flipped a switch in him, causing his obsessions to spiral into an even darker, deeper place. Randy began to fixate on the idea of getting older, and this idea terrified him. This fear would eventually warp into a disgust for older people, and Randy decided that living past the age of 30 was pointless. It was here that he decided he wanted to die young and soon.
There would be no possible way I could live until I was 60-something. Not a chance in hell. Honestly, I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people get up every day and go to like a dead-end job, come home, do the same exact routine every day, every weekend. How do you honestly do that? I was never able to compute it in my head. How do you live on this planet for decades upon decades upon decades? I honestly don't know how you do it.
At the same time, Randy was developing some other strange ideas involving the cartoon character Ember, writing in his journal, "I miss my cartoon